Okay, so how we can figure out what is, because the instructions say find the axis of symmetry and the vertex. And so that's what we need to do. And so today it's kind of a lot of algebra. Technically you could graph it with the axis of symmetry and vertex from this, but we're just going to figure out how to find them today. Okay, the other formula that you're going to need today is to find the vertex, and it's negative b over 2a. Okay, so you're going to need that one too. Negative b over 2a. Okay, and if you don't already, you will need a calculator today. You can either use the Desmos app or one of these calculators will do the fractions for you. Okay, so you will need that. There you go. Got you. Okay, you're going to need that today to figure out how to do the fractions on the calculator. Okay, so the very first thing we need to do is look at this and figure out what A, B, and C is. Okay, and given our form, whatever is with the x squared is going to be the A. In this case, there is no A there, so what is it? So 1. Okay, so we know from this that A is going to equal 1. What is our B? It's going to be the thing with the x term. Okay, what's B? 6. Okay, and C is going to be, what's C? 12. Okay, so to find the vertex, you always find the vertex first. Okay, so to find the vertex, we got to use that formula. Negative b over 2a. So we got negative, what's our b? 6 over 2, and what's our a? 1. Okay, and so you can hit that fraction button on your calculator and type it in exactly how you see it on my board.
Negative 6 over 2.
No. I'm trying to do your head so I get a calculator. It's not negative 6 over 2. Negative 3. Okay, and so what we figured out from this, because this actually is equal to x. So the first part of the vertex, okay, we always do our vertex like this, x comma y. The first part of the vertex is negative 3.
Divide 12 by 3.
That's close, but no. I like your thinking. Okay, so we know our x value, okay? And so now very carefully, and you're going to have to type it in a calculator just like I can see it. So most of the work is just doing it on a calculator today. You can take that x value and plug it into this equation. So everywhere there's an x, you're putting negative 3. Okay, and so what you should be typing in on your calculator is this. It should be negative 3 squared plus 6. I have another x, so I'm going to use parentheses. Negative 3 plus 12. Okay, type that in on your calculator just like that. Oh, that's the graphing one. This is the scientific one. Go to your app store. Okay, what'd you guys get? 3. Okay, so that means that some of you guys got negative 3 or 3? Positive 3. Okay, so we can put that where the y goes because we put all of that stuff in there and it really says equals y. If we look up here, if we copy this whole thing down, okay, so what is that point? What were we finding? You said you always find this first.
Vertex.
Yeah, it's the vertex. Okay, and I'm just going to write it down here just so you guys can see. So our vertex, just like we did yesterday, is negative 3, 3. What's our axis of symmetry?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Why?
Because.
Huh? Did you both say because? Because why? What did you figure out yesterday?
Because it's supposed to be matching up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be matching up. And if we look at it, our axis of symmetry is always x. Okay? And our x value is negative 3. Okay? And so we've done everything we needed to do. And that one is a lot more stretched out as far as work goes. But whatever the x value is, the axis of symmetry is going to be the same. Okay, and now you could really technically graph it from this, okay, but you don't have to
I'm just going
today.
to leave the ball.
I know, it's okay, you will be for the first couple problems.
If the other ones are hard to get onto too.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, what is our A?
1.
A is 1. What's B?
4.
No.
-4.
-4. C?
1.
1. Okay, and this one's going to be a little bit trickier because the B is negative. So slow your roll. Okay, so we got our A, B, and C. Now we use that formula. Negative B over 2A. Okay, so you're going to have negative. What is our B?
-4.
-4. Okay, so it's negative B. So if B is negative, you're going to have two negatives right there. Okay, so it's going to be negative, negative. Over 2 times A. Okay, and really you can put parentheses around here. If your calculator says something funky, you can put parentheses. If it says like syntax error or something like that, put parentheses. Okay, so you're going to type all that in and see what you get.
Sorry, I missed that.
-2.
Could you say it again, please?
No. Okay, so what'd you get?
-2. +2.
Positive.
Positive 2, so you forgot one of the negative signs. Okay, so, and what is positive 2?
2.
It's part of the vertex. The front part or the back part?
Front.
Front.
It's the front part. Okay, and so now we're ready to figure out the y. Okay, and I'm going to write it up here. So we got y equals, we have an x, so we're going to say 2 squared minus 4. I got another x times 2 plus 1. And plug all that in your calculator and see what you get.
You lost me, let's get started.
You get -3.
Hmm?
-3.
-3. Who else?
I got -3.
-3. Okay, that's 2.
I got -3.
Okay. And just for a reminder, because it happened during fourth period, you guys know I don't have the answers memorized. That's a lot of math. There's no way I can remember every step in my head. Okay? So I always make at least 2 you guys answer. So I'm assuming that that's right based on whatever you type in. Okay? So -2, 3 is our vertex. What's our axis of symmetry?
2.
Huh?
2.
It's 2. Okay? Our axis of symmetry is going to be x equals 2. Okay, so it's not too bad, right?
Yeah, this is easy.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I'm still trying to pick up.
That's okay. Okay, let's look at the next one. Okay, what is our A, Bellinger?
1.
Okay, let's try that again. Bellinger, what's our B?
Hold on, I gotta close my screen.
Okay. What's our B?
Is it the 8
-8.
-8?
Ethan, what's our C?
18.
18. Okay, our next step then would be use that formula. -B
Would it be 2 negatives?
over 2A. So we got negative, and then what is B? -8. Okay, over 2, and our A is 1.
You get 4.
Okay, what'd you guys get?
4.
4. Okay, and I'm going to scroll down just a tad. Okay, so our vertex is going to be 4, comma, we don't know yet. Okay, now what? Where do we plug that 4 into?
In the x.
In the x's, in the problem, okay? So it's going to be y equals, I have x squared minus 8x plus 18.
2. Two.
2?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does that 2 go?
The y. Y.
Yeah, for the y's, okay? This form is x comma y. Okay, and this is our x, and this is gonna be our y equals, what'd you say, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we put that here. What's our axis of symmetry?
4.
Yeah, x equals 4. Okay, the reason we put x equals is because when you say x equals, that means an actual line. Okay, if you just put axis of symmetry 4, for what? For y? For xy?
I
Okay.
think you get it now. So you have to figure out what those numbers are, add them up, and then replace that number with all the x's, and then once you do that equation, then you have axis of symmetry.
Mm-hmm.